A very good afternoon from Lindaris here, just to the southeast of Bordeaux. I'm waiting patiently for my load of wine, vino, to go back to the UK. It's going back to Tesco's at Daventry, so I endeavour to head up to Cannes, arrive early hours of the morning, and be on the 8:30 boat back to Portsmouth tomorrow. So all being well, of course. But certainly, it's been a beautiful day here in southern France. After a cool enough start, temperatures respond quite nicely, and we've got widespread teams, as you can see here. I'm located right about here, and it's currently 16.6 Celsius here, and you can see quite widely the teams. Even across the UK, we've got plenty of warm air to speak about temperatures as high as 20 Celsius at Heathrow currently. And even if you notice across much of Europe, we've got warm spring-like temperatures indeed. Even in war-stricken Ukraine, where we've had such cold weather lately, we're seeing temperatures, what a difference, 16, 17 degrees quite widely from the central portion of the country westwards here. So a huge difference indeed. We have got currently high pressure dominating. I say currently, it has been dominant for quite some time now across the continent, keeping Atlantic weather at bay well to the west and to the south. In fact, I was actually parked up last night in Pasacas, just in the northeastern tip of Spain. Well, I say northeastern tip, it's actually right about here. So just on the bend here between Spain and France. Raining quite heavily last night, actually. It was quite interesting, but mild. By the time I surfaced and went in to unload the fish last night, temperature was still sitting at 15 degrees. Nothing unusual, of course, for this portion of the world at this time of the year. But anyway, like I say, I'm rambling on. High pressure remaining dominant. It's going to remain that way through the course of the rest of this week. And, warm days, cold nights is going to be the theme as we go forward here. Looking at the temperature profile here for the UK, you can see that taking place here. So, of course, we've got the clear skies, light winds, allowing the temperature to come down at night. Patchy frost, especially away from towns and cities. A couple of very chilly nights just gone. In fact, we had widespread -3 to -5 Celsius over northern portions of the UK. Not this morning, but yesterday morning. I was quite surprised to see that actually. Still a chilly morning this morning, not quite as cold. And we're going to see that theme going on here. But warm days, like I say, temperatures coming up, then the drop off at night time. And we've got this kind of waxing and waning throughout the course of this week here. And then as we go towards the weekend and then the next week, it may get a little bit more interesting because as you can see here, as I play through the loop, you can see here high pressure maintains itself. We do have some fluctuations in terms of some light shower activity, increased cloud cover, the sunshine, even a little bit of breeze around some coastal areas. But generally speaking, the overall emphasis will be on very dry conditions through the course of this week here. And I think even possibly, definitely and beyond that, we will start to see changes take place here. Notice here off the GFS, the core of the high shifts just to the west as we go towards and through the weekend. And then, according to the GFS, we have an abrupt change that takes place here. That high shifts to the west-northwest. Low pressure over Scandinavia opens the door to cold air coming in from the north, and we have a run of northerly winds, cold winds at that, and the possibility of hill snow to speak about with that as well. And then it looks as if we get the return of Atlantic weather once again. Areas of low pressure, wind, rain, chilly conditions here as we go forward here. Let's have a look at the 850 millibar temperature chart here, and you can see here what takes place. We maintain this kind of relatively mild air mass even at 850, but of course we've got the strong sun that responds very nicely down at the surface. As we play through the loop, you can see here that area of high pressure just keeps the cold air at bay. And as soon as it shifts to the west, the floodgates open, and we've got that cold air coming down across the British Isles here, and then we eventually get the areas of low pressure piling in from the west here. So we do enjoy the next several days, sunny by day, frosty by night, and then as we go towards the weekend, we'll see some changes taking place. Let's have a very quick look at the ECMWF, because we could see fluctuations in models depending on what one you look at, of course. But let's see if this will quickly update for me. So this is the current setup of the ECMWF. High pressure maintains itself over the next several days. Is it going to change? Is it going to load for me? I don't think it is. Yep, it is. It's back. Signal kind of comes and goes here a wee bit. And then as we go towards the weekend, area of high pressure, it starts to slide to the west, northwest. And do we get the cold discharge of air that the GFS has? It does to an extent. It kind of keeps it more slightly to the east. It looks as if the ECMWF maintains high pressure a little bit closer to the UK, so we don't get that direct discharge seen by the GFS. But it'll be interesting to see as we go towards the weekend what happens. But certainly make the most of the next few days before we see possible changes coming up towards the weekend. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be back in the next couple of days with more. Please like, share, and subscribe to the videos, and of course, don't forget to hit the bell for the latest notifications. I know we're heading towards the spring. A lot of winter weather lovers start to kind of turn away, in a sense, from the channel, and I understand that. But if you do enjoy weather, I do continue to try and show you things both locally as well as globally. We'll look at the summer forecast as well as we go forward. And yeah, keep it right here on YouTube and marfogweather.com. Have a great day. Bye for now.